Okay, so this is something completely different. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And today we're checking out a game called Chicken Police, Paint It Red. And this was recommended to me after we played Grimm's Folly recently, which was like a puzzle game. This is a detective puzzle game. And we're gonna have a little look at it. I don't know if we'll do a full playthrough. You guys can let me know if you'd like to see more of this. But it's basically like animals, but like anthropomorphic, so they're like humans with animal heads, bizarrely, and fully voiced. Apparently it's a 7 to 8, maybe 9 hour game. Lots of puzzles and cool things. Apparently very highly recommended. And this game came out 5 years ago, or just under 5th of November 2020 it came out, and there is even a sequel, but a friend of mine recommended to check this out and see what it's like, and I was kindly enough to provide it a key. So I thought, let's check it out and see what it's like. So sit back and relax, like, comment, subscribe, and let's see if we can solve the puzzles in this detective noir crime thriller. So let's go. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland.
Not Featherland.
An investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
I mean, voice acting seems pretty cool already. I don't know if it's gonna throw me off too much that
Still, what do I expect?
they've got animal heads.
We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
This is like our one last case.
What could possibly go wrong?
Former Atlas Hotel. Is that?
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
The voice acting of this guy so far is very good, though. Very good. So, kind of got like this point and click. We can kind of look around as well, so we can interact with different things. Never know if to talk to her straight away or not. And we can just look at her. Oh.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
can't ask anything yet. And I think N brings up our notebook. Detective's best friend. Here you gather vital information about the case, suspects or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translated version in your language. Okay. So very much reminds me a little bit of LA Noir as well. Do you remember that game from Rockstar as well? Really like that. I like these detective ones. There is a map and there's an inventory, but we can't, probably M and I, but we can't access those yet. Can we talk to her first?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah.
Deborah.
Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
We can actually just have it so it autoplays.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy
She's got
dame
hands
like
and
you.
not hooves.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on,
Good entry there.
spill it from the beginning.
Okay, so we get a little backstory now. No? Okay, so we now have Deborah under people. You can see she's an impala. Female. Pretty and fragile, nothing too special. She runs errands for her employer, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. We've got places. And we've got the codex. The chicken police. So we can just read it like this, but obviously if you had like translation on, then like if you're playing this in a different language, this would change it into like German or Spanish or something like that. So it's a 900-year-old independent city-state. 4 nations joined forces. The 4 figures and 4 hands on the crest of the Clawville. The tribal alliance of reptiles and the great insect clans. So this is a world where like humans just don't exist anyway, like they're all animal humans. I don't pray of any race can live in peace, hence the name the city of 1,000 colors. Okay. The wild ones are their gods. And Chicken Police is the famous detective duo Santino, Sonny Featherland, and Marty McChicken. Bloody New Year's Eve. Fateful Brawl put an end to their legend. There are a series of novels about them. Published 10 books in 7 years. So we're kind of like on the end of our like being a hotshot cop about to retire. I'm guessing the other half, Marty McChicken, is no longer with us. And you can see a lot of stuff to find as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the phone. We can pick it up, but we don't have an... Oh, we can actually dial a number, but we don't really have anything cool.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Can I just have an... Oh, we can
I
look
don't
at the city.
see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
Got a little bit of a drinking problem, maybe.
I don't even know what these papers are. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. My wallet
police
and
badge.
my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in
Wait,
case.
so we suspended them?
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Okay. So we now can open our inventory with I. It's all our essential items that we store as well.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
An owl, a fox, like a goat, a mountain lion, or a cat or something, and then an owl.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but
We're a noir detective.
I'll never forget that night.
Must be like jazz.
And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
The voice acting is really, really good.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Okay, actually turn that on or off.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
We've been going through some stuff. Oh, you can actually click this to show everything that can be interacted with as well, which is just the cheap whiskey.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays, at least in this price range.
Maybe we can talk to her again now.
That's better.
Yeah.
Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay. So we've got function like questioning now, which we can do. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. And you got detective meter. Okay. He's suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Each impression adds a new question line. So many options. Okay. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side. Okay.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay. So yeah, Deborah Ibanez. Must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Okay. She's shy. So who exactly are you?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, This is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay. We've also got that she's doubtful. Let's
Tell me,
ask her
which
about where
part of
she's
the
from.
city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer,
I
and
guess
not
so.
on personal business.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
It's going in too hard. Yeah, so why do you have to visit
Why
me?
did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
It's kind of going okay, I think. She's frightened, yeah. Yeah, why not the employer herself?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko.
Okay.
She hasn't been leaving her home
got a
lately.
name?
Only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Can we open our notes still? No, we can't. Can't while we're in the questioning mode. I don't think it matters about the address so much, does it? So, what exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
What
Yeah.
exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
No question about that.
and has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
Are you in
some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland, not really.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little
picking all the wrong
suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be
What are you
honest
afraid of?
and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most
you
people
want
know
another name?
him.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
Is that a
So
rat
you get it now.
and a cat
The
together?
secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Got a 90% focus accuracy, apparently. Okay. That went better than I thought it did then. Current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Okay. You can actually retry the questioning as well if you want to get the 100%. So we can now just speak to her, I'm guessing?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Okay, so open our inventory. Bazaar Club. I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman. N.
I know Molly very well.
Oh, I didn't know I'd read it out.
Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly.
It was our wife,
Good
right?
gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Ex-wife involved somehow.
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay. So we got quite a few. Yeah, we got quite a few notes to look at here. People as well. So we got the victim, a lady, is a target of some strange threats. All of them written. Is that Miss Natasha Katsenko? Ibn Wessler looks like he's like a mouse or a rat. Go to the Tsar Club, and obviously he knows his wife. He says wife, so it's not his ex-wife then. Maybe that hasn't been fully divorced or something, I don't know. Seems like she's gone and taken a daughter though. So we got Deborah. Secretive. Pretty sure about that. So she's lying about some stuff as well. Okay. And so she's a cat. She's remarkably green eyes. She's definitely in trouble. Okay. She's the girlfriend of the notorious gangster. She owns the SAR Club. It's fine. We've got Lewis C. Hayworth, Rabbit, old friend of mine. He's gonna be the one who takes people home, I guess, from the Atlas. We can call him on 555-932. Okay. Oh, he's the owner of the hotel. Then we got Hobart Ivan Wesler. He's a ratus. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Okay. And we've got the Tsar Club as well. Okay. Oh yeah. Cool. So. Oh, it told us there as well. So 5, 5, 5. I like that you gotta do this. 9, 3, 2. There we go.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Nice. Okay.
Lewis
there he is.
arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention
hop.
that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Let's talk to Lewis. Look at
The
Lewis.
good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care
It's so
of.
random with their like human bodies.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust.
Marty's still around.
My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Okay. So we can go to the Clawville Police Department. The meat grinder. Huge dark building for shady people. I don't mean those who are sitting in the jail. Oof, corruption. Okay, so we've got scenes. The main scenes move the story forward. They also determine which locations open up or close down. And if you want to beat the game, you've got to do all the main scenes. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, and that's determined by the main story progression. So if you're a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next main scene. Then closed scenes are ones that are locked, either for the time being. State will often change throughout the story progression, can be temporary or permanent. Okay. Okay. That's nice that it explains that as like an option though, which is quite cool. So these ones are locked. Let's go to the Clawville PD. I'm liking this so far. Definitely
It was New Year's Eve.
well voiced.
And I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what.
What happened between
Why do I
Marty?
feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Chapter 1, Detour.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Okay, so we can just go to the door. Should we look at these guys?
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny.
What's
What you
this with that
scratching out
voice?
over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce, I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Oh, this poster. Bullet holes.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief. I'm sure it's Blood Boil himself taping back the torn-off posters, like some maniac. He must have a dozen of those things in his bag for emergencies. I'm sure it's Blood...
Oh, how do I... Oh, there we go.
This happened when that old bloodhound, Blood Boil, was promoted to chief of police. Back in the day, I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Like a building. There are loads of things to do here.
Marty
Vending
drinks
machine.
this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic.
Like how the police are mainly dogs. Officer Buckman. Osco, Officer Jardine. We've got the shooting range over that way as well.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
He's definitely like fallen out of love with the police.
We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place, even for this city. Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time? Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
I really like the character development of these. Like
One of Blood Boil's favorites.
archetypes.
Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Yeah, let's talk to Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
So I wonder if we didn't talk to the hedgehogs outside, if he probably wouldn't have mentioned that he would have asked where he was. He wouldn't have known he was in the shooting range.
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
Yeah, his little tongue.
Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me
Sonny
alone,
boy.
eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. Do you understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
We have a look at our notes. We've got quite a few. Dr. Bubo there. Blood Boil is the chief. We've got Mort Martigan. He's a Komodo dragon. Old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. He's a scoundrel though. Would have been a good guy, but have got lost somewhere halfway. Okay, so we kind of got a bit of sympathy for him, I guess. But yeah, we can put a good word in for him, maybe. Dr. Bubo, who is an eagle owl. Morphinist, neurotic, old and ugly. He's an old friend from the golden days. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's talk to Bosco.
He's not a bad boy, by the way.
We can actually look at people twice.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you?
Wouldn't be surprised if it gives you extra
Soft
options.
and ordinary, but also somehow cold and distant. The kind you'd like to invite for a coffee, but you know would say no, no matter who you are or what you do.
Can you keep
Soft.
doing that? Oh no, no, okay.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites. One of Blood...
Oh yeah.
Officer John.
Okay.
He's not a bad...
Okay, yeah. So, let's speak to Bosco.
Holy wild ones. Look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy
How, like,
as
his fluff
always.
finishes around his hands.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
Oh.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
Things really happened then
worries,
between these
pal.
two. Me putting a good word
How
for
are
him
the
here?
pups?
They're real monsters. Life's a living hell. But it'd be even worse without him, you know?
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And how's life without the chicken police?
Unfortunately, the worst half is still here. But it's good. It's so uneventful. What a coincidence.
Want me to make a scene?
No, I'm fine without it, really.
Okay. It did give us the option to ask Monica. Can we talk to Monica about anything?
Hey, Sonny, is everything all right?
Sure, everything's fine, Mon. I'm just distracted.
That's nice. Life is best if you let the adventures take you with them.
Jeez, Mon. Don't read so many romantic novels.
That was one of yours, actually. From the old Sonny. You used to love saying nice little things like that, remember?
I try not to.
We can't erase the past because we are the past ourselves, am I right?
Stop that right there.
Okay. I'm just joking.
Okay.
What do you know about the Czar Club?
Nothing special. I've never been there. It's a famous place, though. Expensive cigars, unaffordable drinks, pretty gals. All the movie stars and politicians go there at least once a week.
And all the big shot mobsters, too, I've heard.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Still living in the Atlas?
If something works, why change it, right?
Well, if you like it there.
Listen, Monica, you could, come by sometime for a drink or two, you know?
I didn't hear that, and you didn't say that.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Anything else, Boss Bird?
Do we have a file on Hobart, Ibn, Wessler?
Are you kidding me? We have a whole room just for him. Want the key? You can spend the remaining days of your paid holiday in there.
No thanks. Never mind. You're a bit sassy today, aren't you?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but I'm starting to shed my feathers because of this insane asylum. You know, New Year's Eve and Blood Boil's not here when he should be.
Somehow, I'm not sorry about that.
Yeah, I bet you're not, Boss Bird. Natasha Katzenko. Interesting name. Is it real or just an alias?
It's supposed to be real, but who knows? Good question.
We have nothing on her. She's either clean or uses a fake name. Maybe both, but I don't think so. Aside from that, everyone knows what I know about her. Singer, star, the #1 babe in this town, so to speak.
Thanks, little bird. It's something.
Glad I could help.
Cool. Got a few little extra bits there. Oh, right click takes us outside. You don't need to do that.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
Okay.
I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Shooting at them. Shooting range.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
If you let the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your fucking ass.
Hello, Cassandra. I hope we'll meet again. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Marty.
That's the exit. Marty's gun.
Her Majesty
Bertha.
Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years. Marty has a dozen guns, but Susie's one of his favorites. He got her from a fish we rescued from muddy waters together. Those were the days.
Seems like you can...
Marty only uses her in very dark cases, and on those nights she almost always takes a life, or maybe two. Linda, or maybe Layla, can't remember. Fortunately, I had the displeasure of meeting her only a couple of times on duty. She bites, just like the women Marty loves. I still remember her kiss. What can I say? It's the experience of a lifetime.
Like, the writing and the voice acting are just really, really good in this. Like, really good. Get a hint. What do we want? Oh, wait, I just backed out. Why did it pause me? There we go, okay. Don't know what that's about.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Don't think he's gonna...
Marty looks good.
See how this goes then.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, boss bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Okay, that went quite well. So we can start. Oh, okay. A little shooting practice. Oh. Oh, right click. Oh no, shit! Shot the wrong person. Right click to reload. Don't know if that was good or not. Oh no, whoops. We need to get a better score. And try it again. No, right click. Oh no, it missed. Oh no, the elephant got in front. Oh, they keep doing that. They keep putting the hostage in front. You lose 500 for that as well. Trying to put that civilian in the way. I was lucky we didn't have any bullets there. We would have shot another one. I think the more we shoot, the more time we get, right? Like stops the stopwatch slightly. There we go. We got the high score. We actually did. There we go. Sorted. Completed it. Leave the shooting range. Okay. So let's I think we're all good in here. I think we've seen everything. So
Still
let's go
drink
out.
coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hop dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Okay, let's chat with Blood Boil.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually. Honestly, I have a really bad feeling about
Is
this.
the lizard gone? We didn't get a chance to look.
Oof, I gotta say, good old Bosco looks like shit.
Yeah, like a beaten dog.
While you, on the other hand, you just got older. Way older.
Shut the clock up, Marty.
So we can now
Maybe
like,
he's worth asking.
Yeah, that flea
Yeah.
bag can be useful.
we can like examine things twice now.
When you
Again.
left,
When Blood Boil kicked me out, you mean?
yeah, so that affected even her.
Why? Because she can do her job in peace finally?
You know that's not what I mean.
Yeah, I guess. An angel in the form of a fragile little bird.
Yep, that's her. I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
No, yeah, that's true.
And you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
We can actually ask him as well. Let's speak to Monica.
We're leaving,
quick.
sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Speak to Blood Boil.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Bloodboil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
No clock off.
What is it,
again?
Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
Okay, let's ask Bosco some stuff.
What have you heard about the hop dog? Is it still standing?
Yeah, it is. But I don't frequent that neighborhood. You shouldn't either. Things have escalated there recently.
What do you know about Ibn Wessler? What's the old rat been up to lately?
They say he's keeping a pretty low profile these days. But he's been seen in the company of the Attorney General.
Attorney General Hamtaro, eh? That's interesting. Thanks.
Why are you so interested in that rat? If you want another hole in your comb, I could help you too, you know.
It's just professional curiosity.
Yeah, of course. And I'm a fluffy little Labrador.
Whoa, you forgot to mention this nugget about the case, Sonny. Ibn clucking Wessler? What the hell did you get into?
Far as I remember, you didn't let me tell you in the first place. Well, you're in now. No way back.
You're a piece of shit, Sonny, you hear me? What's this all about?
Easy, chicken. I'll tell you everything soon enough. Let's just get the hell out of here first.
If I already told you, it's a pleasure working with you again.
No, but that's always good to hear, partner.
Cluck off.
Why is it so quiet in here? Shouldn't it be a madhouse by now?
The midnight madness is yet to come, Sonny. Just wait for it.
My time's too valuable for that, pal.
And you're trespassing. Rules of suspension, remember? I can see you're up to no good.
Who, us? Ridiculous.
If you say so. But I advise you to keep it low. Especially you, Sonny. How many days do you have until retirement?
121. 120 soon.
Don't be a knucklehead and get yourself fired.
Thanks for your eternal wisdom, Bosco. I'm definitely coming to you again next time.
What little Bosco?
Maybe next.
Okay. Oh, there was a collectible. Bell of the Panteras. Didn't even see that was an option. We'll keep an eye out for these things, I guess. Be able to pick them up. Oh no. There we go. Right, let's head out.
Look at these two simpletons.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
I already tried, but nothing happened.
Figures.
Looking at these two, I think our world is ready to be annihilated. Hello, gents. Everything all right?
Aye, everything's just fine, Sonny.
Well, look, the chick police are together again. What a time to be alive. Am I right, Royce?
You're right, Fuss.
Hey, that reminds me. Look at what I found under my coat. It's Her Majesty Big Bertha in the flesh.
Whoa, don't shoot. We were just joking, okay? We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I was just joking too. I'll never get bored with these two. They're so cute.
I wonder why they thought you would shoot at another cop.
Hey, it's just happened once, okay? Am I right, boys?
You're right, Marty. And we all know it was an accident.
See?
Guess we can just go on the map now. So main quest would be to go to the Tsar Club. And we can also go to the Hot Dog or back to the Atlas. So I think maybe go to the Hot Dog.
The Hop Dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
I was like an insect. Yeah, fly. The fly guy.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Maybe he can't understand what we're saying.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. Which I can understand, considering how most of the animals treat these poor bastards.
Indifference is almost as harmful, Sonny.
You think I'm indifferent about the insect issue?
I didn't say that, boss.
I'm not indifferent.
Like social
I
class
just think
systems and
well, we've simply gone too far to even make it
racism
right.
and stuff. But with
Never too late to
species
change,
instead.
Sonny.
I hope you're right. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Is he deaf?
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand what I'm saying.
Or he doesn't want to.
That's also very likely.
Did this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
It's sad that everything's rotting away.
It is, especially a beauty like that.
Yeah.
You got the god of pancakes.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius.
Yeah, right. That sign gives me the creep.
I'm not surprised. Peaceful, isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird. There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the Hop Dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know, but its aroma is unbeatable.
Cool. I think that's everything that we've... Entrance and the warning. Have a look at that. We don't serve bugs here.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
That's even
I'm
darker.
gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Wow.
Zip is a tricky little son of a bitch. He always has been. But seeing this, I didn't know him to be like this.
Me neither, Marty. But maybe this neighborhood changed him. Or the city.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Let's go inside.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Jukebox. Not all cops are pigs. Poster.
And voila, the master himself.
What a finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking. In another life, I'd love to be a rock star.
You're already one, Marty. For me.
Ah, thanks, boss.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
I love a trash panda. I love raccoons. They're so cute.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat,
Vegan
why
chicken.
would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather
chickens are
have
allowed
somebody
chocolate?
pull my beak off.
You used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
Okay. Oh, the doodles.
What insight?
Fuck the king.
Well, that's a good question, pal. Wise word.
The door didn't...
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner. What's that smell?
You know, I don't want to know. He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
We look, so... Where's he gone? Is he on this side? There he is, Zip. He's a raccoon. Old enemy who became a good friend over the years. Used to be a small-time criminal, and now he makes the best coffee. He still has connections, so yeah, it might be worth asking him a few. Okay.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman, a real cursed jewel if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Is that so?
Suspicious.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Czar Club, right?
The old clicker's still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibn's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibn's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder, ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibn not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I clucking will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Ask him about the Tsar Club.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
So random. Your mother's a goat. I don't think... there's anything else that we can interact with. Obviously, there's the jukebox, but I don't think... oh yeah, we can just change the... change the jukebox music. Cool. I think we're all good here. We've got quite a few updates on the various suspects, or just people of note. Not all suspects, are they? Going into the end and counting them in every way. Yeah, it seems like he's all cool with us now, which is good. Obviously, we know Ibn West has been acting strange. Years ago, was already working as a police informant then. Sneaky. Right. Cobbler District, also known as the Hive or Rich Town, was once part of the city, but then became a walled-off ghetto. 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Wow. It's a real segregation going on. At the big fire as well. See meat substitutes. Mongrel Mick, the Marauder. Okay. So I think we can go to the map. I'll say let's go back to Hotel Atlas. Maybe there's something we can do there.
My condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Smells Deborah.
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
A good nose.
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
True. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window?
Sure, just do it quietly.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else we can interact with here.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
Maybe we can get comment on the articles. Yeah.
The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
We get comment about his wife.
Ah, man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now.
And if you knew
And
codex
what would have
entries.
become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
It's worth, now that we've got Marty with us, it's worth like looking at everything again.
I suppose 2 shots was enough for today. At least until we learn what this Natasha woman really wants. I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode too. Maybe in another lifetime. My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here, and she was right. You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Ah, leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo, huh?
I've already emptied the drawer. That's all good. I think we can probably...
Just a bunch of useless crap in there.
We can probably leave and go to the Tsar Club. Let's just talk
When
to
was the
Marty.
last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
That's nice.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
I can actually ask. Okay.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure.
Message from
So the
Natasha.
Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me,
I
right?
haven't told him about
Nothing
the Molly
important,
thing yet, have we?
Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Okay. Let's, got a few more codexes. Leather and fur. The Wild Gentleman. And Averia. Let's go to the Tsar Club. There is quite a few like locations. You can see like quite a few different ones all around here with little padlocks on. Let's go check out the Tsar Club. See what's going on.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown.
Reminds me of a mix of Sin City
The city's
and LA Noir.
heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards.
And obviously
like half-drunk lovers on a
all the
fine leather
detective movies
sofa.
and stuff like that.
Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Okay. Have a look. So,
whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Oh, there's Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Keeps getting his name
Lewis.
wrong.
And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
Use the store.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss.
Poster.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you. My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
A job with benefits, huh?
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Very funny.
Okay.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Oh, gods forbid. What a beautiful car.
A work of art.
Seeing it and thinking about my little rusty Cobbett breaks my heart.
Ah, don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're ever gonna drive one of them is if we sign up for the mob.
Maybe it would be worth it.
I think we'd be great gangsters in another life.
I'm guessing the bouncer's not just gonna let us in.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny. Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's
like
not
ram,
a guy.
a bison?
That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
What do you think his name's gonna be?
Look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's... Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
So we're gonna ask him some stuff, though.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but... this place doesn't like, coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Let's ask about Lewis.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course. Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Okay. So... we can't get in the entrance.
Let's not bother.
Okay, boss.
Let's get us
Look,
maybe?
Lewis.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Who's gonna sort us out?
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Talk to him now, Lewis. There we go.
How'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamonge, sir.
And as for you,
Easy as that.
you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
There we go. In
The
we go.
jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Okay. So there's is that Deborah over there? And we got a few other people here and stuff like that. Oh, we can spin all the way around as well. Bartender, fancy whiskey. But that is where we're going to leave it for this one. Like I said, might actually come back and do some more of this if you'd like to see more. This was quite fun, actually. It's a bit like a puzzle visual novel, isn't it? So I really like that it's fully voiced, and the voice acting and the writing, in my opinion, is really, really well done. So I'm enjoying it. But that was Chicken Police, Paint It Red. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, something different, and like I said, we can make it a playthrough if people are interested to see where this goes. But again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. We'll leave it there for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.